everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to be doing this little guy today. So this octopus up here, and he's in like a tank, so we're obviously going to do that tank blue. Not sure on whether I'll bring the blues and teal kind of shades down on the truck, or whether to do the truck a different colour. I've not decided yet, but my little octopus is going to be pink with a bit of orange throughout it, I think. If you didn't already know, this is of course Johanna Basford Small Victories. This book is linked in the description of the video. The pencils that I'm using are linked in the description. My pencil sharpener, a few of my favourite things are linked in the description if you're interested to go and check that out. But let's get zoomed in on this little guy, shall we? So we did this one yesterday, that one yesterday. I was going for a kind of flower power theme. But yeah, I think I'm going to get the colour of the octopus put in first. So I'm going to pop a light layer of Pink Meadow Lake 129 down on there first. And we'll just kind of get a little light layer in of that on there. I'm going to leave right sort of from here to the edge. I'm going to leave that to put in the orange colour on the sort of ends. Just think that will look quite nice. So I'm just sort of going up to about there with the pink. But how are you all anyway? How are you all? Are we still enjoying this book? I'm just going to base his head as well with this colour. Let's put that colour down there. So I'm going to go in next with the darker pink to darken up where I want to darken up with the pink. So this one's Fuchsia 123. It's quite a bright, vibrant pink. I'm going to start off with this one at the edge here. Oh, snapping pencils already. You know what? I need to change the setting on my sharpener. It's sharpening them too much, but I can change it. I keep forgetting to change it, and then I'm sharpening them way too much, and then they're just going bing every 2 seconds. And there we go. And then I'm going to bring some of this deeper pink a little bit onto the tentacles, or whatever you want to call them, but not going all the way with it. There we go. And then I'm going to go in with the orange. So I've picked out this orange glaze 113, and I'm going to go on the tips of these, and then I'm going to pull that orange through that pale pink. Just blend it in nicely. I think maybe we can incorporate a bit of this orange into the truck somewhere. That might be nice to do. I'm going to add this orange as well to the centre of the octopus, so where we've left its face in the middle light, I'm just going to go over that. I've just decided be quite nice to have that little bit of an orange tone coming into that face as well. There we go. Now if there's any areas you've gone over with your pencil because you're a bit clumsy like me, you can just neaten it up before we do the background, before we go in on the blue background, just so we've not got any colours getting muddied up anywhere. Sounds like a razor, this thing, doesn't it? Like a not razor, clippers. Like men's hair clippers. doesn't it? So that's that. I'm going to go in with the tank water now. So I think I'm going to go in first with this one. Light Phthalo Blue 145. And we'll just put a light layer of this in first. And I'm only going to take it up to the water line here. You can see where it stops. And then that bit at the top will just be the tank. The glass of the tank. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that yet. Maybe use a pale grey again. And then do some sort of gel pen detailing in to create a sort of glass shine on the glass again, like I did with the last camper van windows. There we go. Now I'm going to start adding in some darker blues, so I think we'll go in with my deepest one first. So I think I'm going to go in with Cobalt Blue Greenish 144 just around some of the edges. Really deepen up around the edges there. I hope you can see this. I hope it's not making my hand go blurry again. My camera loves to do that lately. It focuses in and out on my hand really fast, and then it makes your eyes go. When I'm watching the videos back and editing them, I'm like, oh no, not again. It makes your eyes go wild. Just gonna get under the tops. Under the top of here, should I say? And blend that colour down. I wonder where, you know, people that illustrate, like obviously Johanna Basford, I wonder where they get all the great imagination from. I'm pretty much one of those people where if I'm trying to draw anything or paint anything, I need a reference. So I will always go on Pixabay for references, and then you sort of get one subject matter. So I might type in, like when I did the orangutan painting, I typed into Pixabay orangutan, and then I sort of looped through all the references and pick one to paint. But I lack imagination, so I can't see. I can see that one thing and that one reference, but then I can't see sort of scenery or a background or add anything into it. My imagination just does not do it for me. It doesn't. Like I could think of, oh yeah, I want to paint a octopus, maybe an octopus. I want to paint an octopus. I get a picture of a reference of an octopus and paint it, but then I would never have the idea of where to place it, like in a tank, in a truck, for instance. It's mad how people can just, you know, imagine these things. It's crazy to me. Absolute madness. I'm going to add a little bit of a sort of turquoisey colour now. So I'm going to get the Cobalt Turquoise 153, and I'm just going to, where I've just been with that darker blue, I'm just going to pull a bit of this colour further into the middle. Only a little bit, just around the edges. Just sort of get that sort of turquoisey shade into the mix. we go. I think I'll go in with the lightest blue I used first now. So I'm just going to go back in with light Phthalo blue 145. Let's get a bit of that back in. And then just in the areas where I've left it a bit paler, I'm going to go in with my white, if I can find it. It really needs sharpening, this white, but it won't fit in my sharpener. It won't fit in my electric sharpener. White 101, and I'm just going into those little areas to keep them bright. The little areas that are a bit brighter. There we go, and that's the tank. Then I'm going to find a really pale blue. We'll use this Skyblue 146, and I'm going to use it very, very lightly on the top of the tank, barely touching the page. But I feel like we would be getting a sort of blue reflection on the glass at the top here, you know, just slightly. Feel like we would get a bit of that. And then I'm going to use, we'll go back to the light Phthalo blue 145 for these little bits that are splatting out, just because we do want those to stand out, and if I did them in sky blue I don't think they'd really stand out off the page very much. So we'll go in with that for now. And then the truck. So what colour do we do the truck? I do want a bit of sort of orange incorporating into the truck, I think. I'm just going to get my orange and just go back over these tentacles a little bit. I can just spot where I've gone over with the blue and it's kind of annoying me a bit. We'll just go back over with that. Just brighten it up a little bit more. There we go. I think the bottom bit, I'm just going to go in with a block colour of that turquoise, that Cobalt turquoise 153. I'm going to go in with a block colour of that at the bottom. So it's like a bit of a continuation of the tank, kind of. And then I think the same at the bottom as well. So we've got this kind of little strip at the bottom that we'll do the same colour with. And there's a little strip here as well. And I think I'll go in for the door handle with that same colour. Why not? Why not? We'll do that. Now I'm going to use, we'll go for this one, light Phthalo green 162. This is quite a nice fun colour. And I'm going to do all the back part based. I'm going to base all the back part in this. So let's go straight in on all of this, get rid of all that white space. Not forgetting this bit. Right in there. I think I might do this bit different colour, this cabin bit here. Not sure what yet, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to get the Cobalt turquoise again, 153, and I'm just going to go around this window frame with that as well. Just decided that I may as well do all the sort of framework with this pencil. This is teeny tiny now. And there we go. Now I need a slightly different colour to this sort of light phthalo green that we've used. Now I do have a phthalo green, I think we'll go for that. I do have a phthalo green, so 161, and I think we'll just deepen up all around the edges with this one. I'm not fussing too much about all this detail because I will just put my own in over the top probably with a white gel pen at the end. So we're not fussing too much about the separate sort of bits here as well. Because I'm just deciding to colour it as one colour. You could maybe colour that one colour and that one colour, but I've just decided I want it all to be one colour. Sometimes I like to keep things a bit simpler. I noticed as well when I was editing that video from yesterday, this one, I was putting all the pencil colours in the description of the video and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realise I'd used this many pencils. Honestly, there must have been, I don't know how many pencils, and I thought, it's the tiniest illustration ever. How have I used that many pencils? I was just thinking to myself, people aren't going to want to follow along with this. They're used to me only using a handful of pencils. I'm just going to buff around the edges of this and sort of bring it in to the centre a little bit. Soften up the edges. And we'll do the same on this little bit at the front. Oh, not forgetting that bit as well there. Oh, I caught a bit of Colour Wickler's live stream last night. I could only watch a little bit. I was gutted because, yeah, my kids were being a bit wild. I had to sort them out. But yeah, she was colouring a page from this book, the Castle page. So I'm going to have to go back and see what she did, because her idea was fantastic to do a sort of Irish St. Patrick's Day kind of haunted castle thing. It was. I'm going to go in with a white 101 just in the centre of here. Yeah, so I'll have to go back and see how much she coloured and see what it looks like so far, or if she finished it. I don't know if she managed to finish it on the stream. I know she was streaming for 2 hours. I'll go into this part as well, and then I'm going to go back in with the light phthalo green 162 and just go around the edge. Just go around the edges of where I've put the white down. Get that nice colour back in. There we go. I'm going to use as well this darker colour, Phthalo Green 161. I'm going to use it over the arch, the wheel arch. Just we've not got an arch on this one at the back, have we? No, we've not got an arch on that one. Strange. Right, black 199. Let's get the steering wheel in. Get that steering wheel in. And then I'm also going to use this around that sort of border of the headlight. So around there very carefully. And then we need some greys for the wheels again. I think the wheels are always going to be black on my vehicles because they just are, aren't they? Unless you want to make it kind of fantasy vehicle with, don't know, yellow wheels. Warm grey 272. I'm just going to base it all for now. Base all that. And then I'm going to do this end bit as well with that colour. So base it with that colour. Then I want a slightly darker grey. Let's see what I've got. My pencils are rolling. Cool grey 235. Just deepen up some of this. There we go. And I think I'll use this for the middle of the wheels as well. Like, yeah, I might just go in with a block colour on the middle of the wheels there. I think we'll have them that colour. And then I can leave this strip around them, the lighter grey, and then the tyre can be black. So back in with the black now, 199. Straight in on those tyres. And the back tyre. There we go. Now to pick what colour to do the cabin. I think I might go for... no. I kind of think that, I feel like if I did it orange, it would sort of be too much and take away from the orange of the octopus, and I don't want it to sort of merge into the cabin area. So I'm really stuck on what colour to do that now, actually. Maybe a lighter blue, but then I don't know, will it be too much blue? Will it be nicer to pick a colour that's going to stand out more? Maybe the pink from the bottom of the octopus. Yeah, should we go for that? So we'll base it first with the pink Madder Lake 129. That pink and turquoise go nice together as well. Let's get that colour in there. And then we'll deepen up with the darker pink. So we'll deepen up with the Fuchsia 123 all around the edges of the little door. I think that's a good colour choice, that, actually. I need to put my gel nails back on. I took them off the other day and I've not had time to put some new ones on, so I just put my regular polish on today and it's awful. Now I realise why I switched to the gel nails, the gel strip nails, because regular polish is just the worst. It doesn't last 2 minutes. So I'm going to go for that, and then I'm going to clean off my white pencil. I'm just going to go into the middle of this cabin with my white, so 101. A bit on the top. Right, the little headlamp. Let's get some colour in there. Let's get this yellow, cadmium yellow, 107. Let's just go straight in there with that. And then we need the little chair. We've got our little chair. I'm going to do it a light blue, you know. I'll go in first with a sky blue, 146. And then I'll deepen it up with, let's go for this, middle phthalo blue, 152. Let's just deepen it up a little bit. And then we've got the window to do. So I'm going to do it, again, I'm going to do it greys. So I'm going to pick out some pale greys. I'm going to go in with a really, really light one to start with. So this is Cold Grey 230. And I'm just going to go all over with that one. And then just around the edges, I'm going to go in with Warm Grey 272. Pop it around there, and then I'm going to use this same grey to pop in a bit on the tank, the top bit of the tank, over the top of that sky blue as well. So we'll sort of deepen up a bit of the tank area. There we go. Just going to pop in a bit of white on this window here. And maybe a little bit at the top. So I'm going to start putting some details in now. Where's my pen? So what I'm trying to imagine here is, obviously the octopus is inside the tank, the light from outside, because I'm guessing this little truck is travelling outside. You've got the light shining through the tank, so your reflection beams on the tank, they're going to go straight over the top of the octopus as well. They're not going to go around it, so you're not going to be putting lines dodging around the octopus. It's going to be going straight through it because he's behind the glass, so it'll look more realistic if you do your little lines like that. But obviously I don't want to go straight through his face because he's got a cute little face going on there, but I will go over his tentacles. So I'm gonna kind of go in this direction, I don't know, with my lines, or should I go in that direction? No, I'll go in this because it's coming from the, as if it's coming from that side. So we'll do some, please work, gel pen gods be with me, please. So we can go over the tentacles, could do your lines as big or as small as you want. You can do some that just stop there. But yeah, I definitely put them through the tentacles because then it's going to look more realistic. And also not forgetting the top bit of the tank. There, I think that's alright, isn't it? It's fantasy, guys, it's fantasy pictures. We need it on the windscreen as well. Maybe a little something on the headlight. And then I'm going to do some of my detail. I'm putting a little line there for a reflection on the metal bumper, whatever it is, whatever that is, who knows. And then we'll do our usual little tyre lines. Just, I think when you do them on the tyre, it, as well as creating a little sort of shine, creates movement as well, kind of. And then we'll put in, I think I'll go over these marks that Johanna's made, these little dots. I think I'll just put them in with the white gel pen like I usually do. I just think they show up more. It makes the illustration a lot brighter and a lot more fun. Just going to make sure I'm going over them properly. That's that one. You can even add some extras in if you want. If you don't think there's enough there, you can add some extras. You can maybe put them all the way up there as well. It's totally up to you. I'm going to just switch the boot round a little bit because I need to get... No, don't be going blurry, it is, isn't it? Let me lift my camera up a bit just while I do this bit. But basically I'm going to go over these lines with my white that's been created. And this big line as well, we're going to go straight over that. I might go over it a few times just to make sure we've got a nice opaque line. Sometimes the line underneath it will show through, but I don't always mind if it's only a little bit. I don't always mind, or I might let the gel pen dry and then go over with another layer. Like that. How cute is that? I love it. I love it so far. Let's move them pencils. I feel like doing something at the bottom here though. Let me move you back down. So how this lines, rather than go up there with the dots, how this lines come down here, I might just bring the dots down here. There we go. Just for fun. You could take them up there as well if you wanted, and round there. Should we do that? Should we take them up on a journey? And we'll stop there, because if we go up there we're just going to run into this line we've created there. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one like that. I'm really enjoying these little trucks. It's not something I would normally colour, like little houses and little trucks and things like that. I wouldn't normally colour. I'm normally like one for florals, portraits, I don't know, but it's very rare I colour something like this. It's quite fun to just do something a little bit different. So the next time we pop on, I'm not sure which one I'm going to colour next. It's either going to be this one or this one. But I have been Googling the colour of the house from the movie Up. You know, the house with all the balloons attached. So I was going to do the truck the same kind of colours as the house in that movie. And then check what colour balloons they have on that house as well. I'm assuming your typical reds, blues, greens, yellows. But I will double check what colours are the main ones and sort of try and recreate that, and maybe put a little heart on here with Carl and Ellie on it, you know, like off the movie. That movie made me bawl. Honestly, the story behind that movie is so sad. I think the first time I watched it, I missed that part at the start where it shows you the story, and then the second time I watched it I was like, oh, it's so sad. It literally is so sad. But yeah, that's it guys. So if you did enjoy this video, please do give it the big thumbs up on the way out. Drop me a little comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.